Hey guys, it's Sunday morning. It's been raining here off and on for like 4 days, and quite frankly, it's getting on my nerves. Um, the one stuff I want to do is been outdoor stuff. Uh, then the rain, well, just sucks. So that, and I had to cut the grass in the backyard there. I was afraid that if I set up out in the backyard, took a walk out there, I wouldn't be able to find my way back. I hadn't cut the grass yet this year, so it was, like that high. Anyway, I cut it yesterday between raindrops, and I'm going to set the table up, and I'm going to sandblast the tailgate from hell for the '51 Chevy. And the guy I worked for was good enough to get me a bag of sandblasting sand. So yeah, I'll set up and we're good to go until it rains again. I don't know if it's going to or not, but feels like it is. All right, so I filled up my little blasting container, and I got a old welding helmet with just a clear plastic lens in it, ball cap. Because I set it back here because this sand, when you're blasting, gets everywhere you don't want it to be. So put it far away from the garage, other vehicles and all that stuff. I mean, it's bad enough it gets in the crack of your ass and between your toes and everything else. You don't want to be cleaning up sand for weeks and weeks after. So yeah, keep it away from everything else. So I'll set up the camera, and one thing, the sandblaster requires a ton of air, and my old compressor has a hard time keeping up, so I'm going to have to kind of go in spurts and let the compressor build pressure up again. But I'll just show a little bit of this anyway. It's kind of boring, but it's what I happen to be doing. So let's get after it. This is going to do so much better job than trying to grind it. Yeah, it's way better. So anyway, I'm going to carry on for a little bit more, and then I'll finish up off camera, I guess. Hey, we'll let the compressor pump up. Okay, so this side is pretty much done, except for these two little spots, because I want to show something. It's interesting to me how two different, just the paint, sandblast differently. The brown in the middle from the Chevrolet portion of the tailgate. Remember, I welded this into a GMC tailgate. This brown blasts off pretty easily, not bad at all. The red though, man, it's stubborn. So I'm not sure if it's all in my head or what, but I'm gonna find out for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'll let the compressor pump right up. I'll do the brown first, let the compressor pump up again, and I'll do the red, and I'll see what the difference in the time is. And yeah, see if it's just my imagination or if the red is that much more stubborn. Anyway, that's what I'll do. Okay, first the brown. Okay. Hey, now the red. Oh, I'm out of sand. So That's okay. This is pretty smooth here. I guess I'm gonna have to grind that last piece off. Whole bag of sand for one side and the two ends. That's 50 kilo bag, so that's about 60 pounds for one side. So there you go. All right, so I just did this with the little disc, and yeah, it came out pretty good. It's not badly pitted here for whatever reason, but I can tell you this: I didn't even finish the red spot with the blaster, and I was still twice as long on that as I was on the brown. So there's definitely a difference in the paint. Also, I stood this thing up, and like so, one end, right? So that I can see any little pinholes. You can see them. You see daylight right through. So I got to weld all those up. I circled them all. And I'm going to have to get another bag of sand. So, because I want to do the front as well. This just is not good enough for me. So, yeah, another bag of sand is, hopefully I can snag it tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I'll finish that up. So we're be ready for some body work, a little bit of hammering and stuff, but ready for putty pretty much. All right, so I welded up all the pinholes, just clean them up, and then wait till I get another bag of sand. I'm sure you don't want to hear any more of that racket, so you get the idea, I think. All right, so there you go. So, you know, that red, I knew damn well it was taking a lot longer to get the red off than that brown stuff in the middle. So, yeah, after timing it, more than twice as long and probably twice the sand. So that's probably why, you know, I figured a bag would do both sides of the tailgate, but because that red was so miserable to get off, it's gonna need two bags. So whatever, it is what it is. The stuff's not super expensive, and hopefully I can snag one at work tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, what a difference between blasting and just trying to get it off with you know, a little disc or whatever. It just doesn't get it out of the little pits and stuff like that. So blasting's the way to go. It was the right choice. It's going to do a much better job in the end. And yeah, so little blaster works pretty good. You saw me shaking the can there at the end. It's only because it's low on sand. When it's full, you just leave it on the table, don't even have to touch it, and you get steady flow of sand all the way. So yeah, just when it gets low on sand, it gets to be a pain in the ass, but whatever. Anyway, I guess in the next video we'll be doing the actual filler work, excuse me, and getting it up in the primer. And then I've got the hood to do a repaint. I got to blend in there, paint the tailgate, paint the bumper, paint the filler panel, and two little window moldings, exterior ones around the door windows. And that'll be it for the last of the paint, with the tailgate done and all that. So I'm going to need a few bits and pieces like tailgate hinges and figure out some sort of a latch deal, and get that get that installed. And I've also got to finish up mounting my running boards and getting those rear fenders on for good. And then the last piece to put on this thing will be the hood. Yeah, so moving along. I got to get rid of this thing, man. I got to get it done. So it's starting to be a pain in my ass now, and I just want it gone. So I'm gonna go at it a little bit harder, I think, in the next little bit. I'll leave the Model A alone for now. Might sneak in finishing off the doors on the Model A or something, but that's about it. And yeah, so if you like the content, please subscribe. I truly would appreciate it. You know, it's free, costs nothing, no obligation. But you know, tell your buddies and your chums and help spread the word. And don't be shy. Leave comments down below. I try to respond to all of them. And if I do miss one, sorry, I'll get you the next one. And yeah, channel's growing pretty well right now, and I just like to keep it going. I'm not getting as many videos out as I was when I didn't have a job, but I'm probably going to be shooting some from work, and because there's some cool stuff coming in the next little bit. So yeah, introduce you to the shop and where I work and what we're working on. And yeah, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.